He's come for the scroll.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode, or rather should I say welcome back to a brand new series that I'm starting on this channel. This series is gonna be completely old school MapleStory, just like the previous, and we are playing it through MapleStory Worlds. MapleStory Worlds just came out in the West, it just had its global release basically, and we are playing Artale. Artale is the most popular and basically only real old school server we have right now in MapleStory Worlds here in the West. And if you don't know really what I'm talking about, I have made like 3 videos in the past explaining exactly what MapleStory Worlds is and how you can get involved. So if you're interested in that, or if you have any questions about how to play this, check the links in the description and check out those videos, or join my Discord, and if you have any questions, a lot of helpful people there will help you out. I have a lot to cover in this first episode, so just let's get straight to it. In this series we'll be playing a mage, and we are gonna be a cleric or priest or bishop, whatever you wanna call it, because when I used to play mage pre-Big Bang, like way back in 2007, I never could get to 3rd job. It was too hard for me, and I never got into those amazing skills like Holy Symbol or yeah, you know, all the pretty cool skills a like bishop and priest have access to. So that's the goal for now. Let's just first try to reach level 70, which is gonna be pretty hard, but not impossible. Definitely not impossible. The reason why it's not gonna be impossible to reach level 70 and get to 3rd job, which is gonna be priest in my case, is because they made some adjustments to this server. They made some small tweaks, some quality of life changes, whatever you want to call it, and in my opinion those are really good, and I'm gonna name a few of those, and they might change depending on what feedback the developers get. One of the changes is that the experience rates are double from level 1 to level 70, and then you get a little bit less experience than double once you hit level 70 until you are level 100, and then once you are level 100 you just get the normal amount of experience that you would get pre-Big Bang. I hope that makes sense, but once again this might change. Some other really great changes they made in my opinion is that they added a auction house. Selling items and buying items will be a lot easier like this, and it really has like a lot of potential to work really well. I've tried it out by now and I'm really a fan of it as of now basically. Also, they have made a system where you automatically loot your loot basically, so you don't have to spam the Z button. If you walk over items that are yours, you automatically pick those up. Also, they made some adjustments to skills. They buffed underpowered skills. I'm not sure if they nerfed overpowered skills. Also, those skills changes might change over time, who knows. But I'm really happy with those changes, and there are a few others. They have a whole list, but those are just a few to get you started on thinking if you might play the server or not. Also, you've probably seen on screen like a lot of people walking around with all kinds of crazy weapons and cash shop items right from the get-go. This is because the avatar that you create in MapleStory Worlds is basically your starting avatar, but the weapons that you carry don't have any impact on the gameplay. So the moment you start wearing equipments, like for example a axe, it'll go over your Nexon skin basically. Hopefully that makes sense. If you've played MapleStory Worlds, you probably know what I'm talking about, but just know that like all these crazy equipments are just your Nexon Maple World avatar that don't really affect gameplay that much. Don't worry about people having like crazy weapons in the beginning. They basically have no stats. So that's something I wanted to cover real quick. Also, what you are seeing on screen right now is me taking a little bit of a risk, because as you can see I'm already level 8, and as you all know you just need to be level 8 to become a mage. But I'm gonna clear a quest here and it'll give me enough experience to go to level 9. And this is a little bit of a risk because way back in the day, if you over level for your job, you won't get those skill points. And later they changed it where you got those skill points if you over leveled. And because I started playing like in the first 5 minutes when the server came out, I didn't really know if what were the rules for this in this server. So I took a little bit of a risk here because I just wanted to clear more quests here on the beginner island. And I'm happy to say that you do get all the skill points if you over level. And for a mage this is no big deal, but it is a big deal if you like become a mage at level 10 or at level 11, because once you go from level 9 to level 10, that's the moment where you can start to level up your increase max MP, and that's really important for the longevity of your account to get the maximum MP. You know what I'm talking about if you've ever played mage and you know what build is the correct build to basically train. But know that I didn't miss out on any extra MP or any skill points by just gaining that extra level here on Maple Island. Just wanted to clarify that. Also, this series is not gonna be an Ironman series. This old school version of MapleStory is hard enough as it is, and I really want to make use of the party play because this server is booming right now. So many people are playing. It's so easy to find a party. It really feels like it's just like 2007 or 2008. All that I'm trying to say is the server is really alive right now, and it's really nostalgic to play on the server, and it's just really fun. And all those party play moments when you go to do party quests and just train together with other people, those all show up in future episodes. I already have some footage recorded, but besides that, as you can see, we just left Maple Island and our real adventure is about to start. So we take the taxi, and in case you didn't know, the taxi in Loot Harbor is actually here with Phil to become a magician. Which brings me to my next point, and maybe you saw it at the beginning of the episode, but I didn't really take my time with the dice roll, so I don't have the optimal stats for a mage. As you can see right now, I just opened my ability points for a moment, but I was really hoping that they had some form of AP resets, ability point resets, and they do have those, but there isn't HP washing in this server. So let me repeat that, there is at the moment no HP washing in this server, which is really nice. I will cover in future episodes how they solved this problem, because they did make some quality of life change for that, so we'll get to that once the time is right. But for now, I'm a mage, which is really cool. It's finally time to like stop throwing snail shells and start casting spells basically. And as you can see, this interface isn't really like one-to-one what it used to be back in the day, which brings me also to my next point, and that's because MapleStory Worlds has like a slightly different engine than what they used to use back in the day. So that's why you'll sometimes notice something weird, like how my character attacks creatures, or how you jump on a rope, or how you walk across a platform. It's hard to tell from the video maybe, or maybe if you're a veteran player you can tell, but it's a little bit off and it's a little bit janky at times. But in my opinion, it's a small price to pay because it's really like faithful to what MapleStory used to feel like, at least, with quality of life changes. So in my opinion, it's no real problem, but you will notice it from time to time. And I have a small clip in this first episode where I die very strangely because I enter a hidden street that shouldn't be at a certain place. But those are small prices to pay for like having a legit old school server, in my opinion. And just look at where we are right now, guys. Slime Tree. I just wanted to just take a moment for in the video and mention that we are gonna visit so many old school awesome places, and the clip that I was talking about where we die in a kind of strange way is coming right up. As you can see, I jump right here and I enter a hidden street and I got hit by that dark stump, and before I knew it I got hit by a slime and died. But it's okay because we spawned back in town and we can easily hand in the quest, so it wasn't all that bad. But I only had this strange thing happen once this early in the game, and after that, like as of now, I haven't had any strange things happen like this to me again. Maybe it was because the server was a bit overloaded because so many people were playing on day one. Who knows? Like I just mentioned, for me it's not a real big problem, and ever since the first day the server has been really stable for me, so that's really cool. Most of the footage that you are seeing right now in this first episode was recorded while I was streaming. That's why actually like all the commentary in this episode is post commentary, because I find it a bit hard to think of like what I should say for the video while I'm streaming. So most of the first content that you will be seeing is post commentary, because everything was recorded live on Twitch. If you're interested in joining my journey, like I play with viewers sometimes, especially in party quests, or if you feel like partying up, or if you just wanna, you know, relax a bit and watch me grind or watch me go on this journey, feel free to join me. I will be streaming on Twitch, might also stream on YouTube, maybe simultaneously, I'm not sure yet, but check the links in the description for my Twitch, and also check out the Discord. I think like a lot of you are maybe interested in joining the Discord because we have a lot of friendly people there. A lot of people are trying to, you know, connect there, play together, party up, all that kind of stuff. And we just passed 500 members of the Discord community, which is really amazing, because at the moment we have around like 2,300 or 2,400 subs here on YouTube, subscribers, and like 500 members of the Discord is quite amazing. I'm quite happy to see that so many people that watch the videos also come and join the Discord. So that's all I want to say about that. And as you can see here, this was the first connection lost. They had found a bug that they needed to fix, and this was literally only the first time and only time that this happened. Like for me, that was all the problems I had. After that, everything went smoothly basically, but I thought I should include that in the video just to be completely transparent. But like I mentioned, besides a little bit of janky mechanics sometimes, it really plays well and smoothly, and I don't really have that many complaints about it. Also, what I wanted to talk about is that it really has that old school feeling, this server. You start from zero with like literally no money and no equipments, and every drop that you get, like every equipment drop that you can sell for money, is worth something. Like you really need mesos to buy potions if you want to keep casting spells, or if you want to keep using your abilities. There are currently no chairs that give you like extra HP or MP, so every meso or every potion that you get count, and that really has like a special feeling. I think we all, like when we all played this game back in the day, we were all kind of like noobs, and it brings back memories. That's all I want to say. It really gets you hyped when you get your first drop, or when you get a drop that you know you can sell for a lot. I just finished like doing a lot of Kerning City PQs, and yeah, getting good drops there really feels rewarding. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll see that in like 1 or 2 episodes when we get to the Kerning City PQ. But there is a lot of ground to cover. We are currently at our last quest that we can do as a trainee, like a magician trainee. You have to kill 10 dark stumps, then we are all on our own. But that's alright, because our time in Alinea is slowly coming to an end, because I decided to stay here until I was level 14. Because once you hit level 14, that's when you can start training Mage Claw. But that's something we'll do next week. First we just need to clear this quest, and as you can see, we get blue potions, white potions, return to town scrolls, really useful stuff, and we are almost level 12. Woo, that was a lot of information to unpack. I have covered most things I think that I wanted to cover in this very first episode. I know it was a bit much maybe, and normally my videos are a bit more relaxed, I guess, but there was a lot of information that I just want to share and basically get out of the way in this first episode, because I thought I would get a lot of questions about those. And if you still have questions, don't worry, feel free to ask anything in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. And with that, I'm also really curious what your opinion is about this server, about MapleStory Worlds. Are you gonna play MapleStory Worlds? And if so, what class will you be playing? I'm pretty curious to hear if there's any like underdog classes getting a bit of a spotlight here. I know currently there's a lot of mages and a lot of warriors, but who's gonna play the bowman and who's gonna play like a page, you know? But besides that, I think like with the skill changes, a lot more classes are more viable. But we will have to wait and see what the end game meta is gonna be like. But that's all far in the future right now. Let's just focus on these first like low level grinds. Those in my opinion are actually the most enjoyable. Because look at this, I was just training in the slime tree and some other person who just became a magician also came here to train. We partied up and we had some like improved experience and it was just fun partying up, and like a little bit later someone else is joining as well, and those are like the moments that really stand out for me. Just like people really wanting to play together, like the community is really awesome. I think we covered most things like I mentioned. Feel free to ask anything in the questions down below. We covered a lot of ground in this first episode. We basically made an account. We basically cleared the entire Maple Island, the beginner island. I think we only like didn't complete like 1 or 2 quests on there, but I really wanted to become a magician at level 9, which worked out in the end, as you saw. And yeah, we are currently just grinding towards unlocking Mage Claw, and we finished all the training quests from our job instructor. A very like fruitful first episode, if I do say so myself, and we ended off here with level 13. We just maxed out the max improvement of MP ability, I forgot the exact name, and next week we'll be finally unlocking Magic Claw, or Mage Claw I mean. But for that you guys have to wait a little bit, and yeah, just wait for the next episode to come out. I'm already editing like the next few episodes. I'm really stoked to share those with you guys. So with that being said, have a great rest of your day wherever you're at, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.